It's a graphical representation of how investors tend to basically forecast the market and how they react to positive and negative shocks in the market. You see here 0, -25. You see this? The left hand side of the graphic tells you, of the chart tells you how the investors in the crude oil futures market, how the volatility, increase after a negative shocks hit the market. Even a little tiny negative shock and negative news in the market rise very sharply the volatility in the crude oil futures market. This is specifically for this market, not for every market. This is what happens now in the crude oil futures market. When there is a positive news, the volatility rises, but look, it takes time and it's not steep at all. This is it's a great thing. It's not very easy. It takes like quite a lot of time to draw this thing, but it's a great thing because it tells you immediately how the investors react. Okay, negative shock make the volatility rise quite a lot. Positive shock at the moment now, since 2007, 2010, rise the volatility in the market, but very in a very low magnitude. If we move on, this is what Kevin was talking about. This residuals calculated on the crude oil futures market, so real fact. You see the abnormal returns he was talking about recently? Here and here. Here is basically where you make money. Why? Because the higher the volatility, the higher is the likelihood that the option that you are trading, or the futures that are, the option you are trading, is going to expire in the money. Okay, that's why they cost more, call option, when volatility rises, and they cost less when volatility drops, and vice versa if we talk about a put. Okay, this is exactly where you make money, because here we're talking about positive returns. Here is, if you are long, here you've made a lot of money, and here you made a lot of money as well if you are short. Vice versa, you are probably blew out your account. Gold futures market, exactly the same thing. Volatility here is even lower, about 2.5%, 2.6%. This is volatility in normal trading condition. This is what happened during the crisis. As you can see, as normal condition, you know, let's say as the macroeconomic environment starts to recovery, the volatility drops and comes, let's say, even though I wouldn't be so sure that we're in a very good macroeconomic environment. We will see that later on. Look, no response at all in the gold futures market. When there is a positive news in the market, volatility did not rise. Because? Any guess?
They don't believe it.
There's no confidence in the market. They don't believe it. Okay? When this is high, it means yes, we are confident in the market. So we know that a positive shock in the market can make the volatility rise more than what a negative shock can do. Obviously, it depends on the magnitude of the news, but usually this is what really happens in the market. Once again, residuals here and here. This is the bell that we have seen before. Here as well. Those are the fat tails that we were talking about. If you have studied statistics, if you are in your bachelor, probably you'll, if you're studying now statistics or econometrics, you will go through these things, because this is descriptive statistics. I'm not going to go through this now, otherwise it will be another PowerPoint presentation on statistics. But anyway, this is just to show you how in real life things happen.
Peter,
yes?
With those outliers, with these models you're discussing, can these be identified as they're happening?
Up to a certain extent, yes. Not obviously 100% sure, but yes, it can be, because with those are residuals. It means it's what is left once you run the calculation. It's like when you try to forecast. Have you ever seen a projection in the market? When you see a projection in the market, obviously, then if you go back and you compare the projection with the real, with the real price action, there will always be a spread. Okay, the residuals are those spreads. Okay, the error terms. What is left after you run the model, and the difference between the value which is calculated by the model and what really happened in the real life. Okay, all the tests in econometrics and statistics are run on residuals, all of them. So yes, it's real life up to a certain extent. Obviously, we can't be 100% sure that this is what really happens, because normally there are different distribution of the error terms. Do you want me to go through that now? T-distribution, chi-square distribution, blah blah. Let's drop it for another one. FTSE 100, the most volatile market through the one I analyzed so far. It's about 5.5%. Very volatile market. Now we are back to normal, about 1.5% here, about in 2010. Very volatile market here again. But now, zero, nothing, absolutely nothing. Do you still want to go along? I wouldn't be so sure when there's a positive. Yes.
Well, your period data for that curve is the same one as the previous slide.
Yes, exactly the same period. Of course, I couldn't compare different time frames. It wouldn't make any sense. So this is obviously how the market is now. This is telling you what the investors think about positive news in the market. There is no confidence at all in whichever market we are trading. When there's a shock, very negative shock, volatility rises. They go short immediately. So if Kevin got short, Dan got short, Jeff got short, and I got short, where the market is going to go?
Going mine up, not up.
All right, the market is going to go down, because obviously you will see that. And I don't have now the volume bars, but you can see that volume bars are much higher when the volatility rises. Obviously, this is we all know that. Okay, this is just a mathematical proof. So almost zero, nothing.
So Victor, just from an analytical point of view.
Yes.
This market has a short. The tendency then is for prices are going to drop, aren't they? From what you're describing.
Yeah. Usually,
there's nothing that will make the price go up. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. What I'm trying to say is that when there's a negative shock, a bad news in the market goes down more quickly and much more than what a positive news can provoke. Basically, it goes very, very quickly down now in this trading condition. So we will talk about this in a few slides, and I will show you why.
Have you got like a comparison with a deep bull market?
I've done I put another news input curve later on, which shows you the difference between what happened before the crisis and what happened now. Obviously, if this really happening in every single market, I don't know. I don't have the data. Okay. Yes.
Does that sort of suggest that there's more opportunity to make more money within a short?
Obviously, yes, absolutely, that's true, absolutely. But you have to know that the market is leveraged, because this is not always the case, you know. And if you don't know that, how can you? If you know that a market is really leveraged, and there's a negative news hitting the market in that moment, you know that the price is going to drop quickly. So what you do, you head up position, you reinforce your short position. Okay, but you have to know, you have to prove obviously that the market is leveraged, otherwise you won't be doing that. Again, residuals, they are much more close to the mean, which is obviously here, 0. It picks right in the middle, as Kevin said. This is what for the FTSE 100. Euro versus dollar for whoever's trading now. Very, very, very low in my opinion. 1.5% roughly. That's the volatility in the euro dollar, believe it or not. Now we are almost back to normal. This market was considered to be not leveraged at all. The volatility in every single currency market is considered to be symmetric. It means negative shocks make the volatility rise as much as positive shocks do, exactly in the same way. Okay, so it was considered to be a very, very market with very, very weak market under a symmetric volatility point of view. Okay, look how it's now. It's reverted, but you see now, this is higher. This is higher than crude oil futures market, gold futures.